Hi guys, I know it's been a very long time since I posted a video, but I've been super busy. I've got exciting stuff coming up, but I do really want to keep up with the YouTube channel, and most importantly, I do want to keep you updated. So in this video, I'm just going to update you on what happened with the puppies and where we are now. So basically, let's go! So the puppies obviously are not as old as they are in this footage because it's been ages. But in this footage they're about 4 weeks old. As you can see, they're up on their tiny little stubby legs and they're moving around and they're trying to play and have fun. So at this age, I started bringing them indoors and let them play with some of the big dogs. Fable is the best auntie ever. She adores these puppies. It's so funny, it was love at first sight. So they get really good socialization with her and she just follows them everywhere. When they take a nap, she likes to lie down with them and take a nap. She's just the best auntie. Although she can get a little bit in the way, she likes to be the center of attention. Was that painful, Middle? When they reached about 5 to 6 weeks of age, I started taking them outdoors completely because, oh, they're so adorable! I wanted to get them out for socialization purposes, obviously, as soon as possible, so they can experience the real world from an early age and not be afraid of it, hopefully. But also, you just can't deny how adorable it is watching them. On this particular day, it was autumn in Australia, so it was a little bit chilly, so I put little jackets on them and I don't think they quite understood how to deal with them. So just in case you think having a couple of German Shepherd puppies is all about watching them run around in the autumn leaves, it's not. Raising these puppies has been some of the most difficult times I've ever had. They are not easy by any stretch of the imagination. So one of the things that was happening was I was having trouble keeping weight on them because as you're weaning them, the mother also stops feeding them just naturally. That just happens because they get their puppy teeth in, then when they try to drink, it obviously causes her pain. That makes her wean them forcefully. So I didn't really have the choice to keep them on the mother. I had to wean them onto solid food pretty quickly. So it could have been because of how fast I weaned them, or it could have been because of their first wormer, but they got diarrhea, which basically for little tiny puppies is really life-threatening because there's a huge risk of malnutrition or dehydration. So it's actually really dangerous for them to get diarrhea like this. And as I say, it could have been because of how fast I weaned them, but also it could have been the wormer I was using. So I'm not going to say brand names or anything, but I was using a particular brand of wormer that was recommended to me, and most people use this brand for puppies. But it was a little bit suspicious that immediately after I gave them the wormer, they got diarrhea. Then the next time I wormed them, the exact same thing happened. So it makes me very suspicious that it's the brand of wormer I was using. So I switched brands and everything's good now. I took them to the vet and they got over it, but I have to say that was one of the most stressful times ever. But having puppies is stressful. It's like nerve-wracking. It's not fun for a lot of the time, and especially when the puppies get sick like that, it's not fun. But it's okay because they got over it. I took them to the vet and we got them sorted out. I had to say that because when you're watching them in this sort of video, you think it would be a good idea, but unless you want a few extra wrinkles, I would suggest not. It's not a good idea. for a bit? Hang on. Alright, come on, be free. So by 7 weeks, I was starting to take the puppies out more. They were growing up. They were growing very, very fast, as you can see. I was crate training them as well in preparation for their new homes, because at this stage, both puppies were for sale. And because they were almost completely weaned, I was also hand feeding them and doing some training. Cute, those ears. Eddie! Because I know how important play is for dogs, I was focusing a lot on getting these puppies to start playing. Tug is a very natural game for a German Shepherd because they're very possessive. So Tug of War was probably the first game we started playing, and I also started teaching them how to play fetch, and of course all the basics like crate training and socialization and loading the markers. What do you think, Addie? Are you a pretty girl? I think jumpsuits will be cute if you can follow this. Ooh, I like that one. That's fine. It's a little bit low. Oh, it's too low. Whoever put it. Alright, release! That wasn't as exciting as I thought it was going to be. Taking these puppies out on long walks in our paddock became a regular routine for me. I got home from work, and just before the sun set, I had enough time to take them out for a really nice long stretch to get those legs stretched and get those puppies tired and ready for bed. I'm very lucky. We own 20 acres and I can take the puppies out safely without fear of snakes or anything like that. We also have a lot of older dogs that we can socialize them with. These walks became one of their favorite activities, which is good because at this stage I would do anything to get those puppies to go down and have a nap. So we're going to skip forward now to 11 weeks because I'm sure I have more footage of the puppies, but at the moment I just can't find it. So if I have any more footage that I want to show you guys, I'll just make a couple of little shorts for you. But yeah, we're going to skip forward to 11 weeks when the puppies are much bigger. Look at them, they look like little bears now. And as you can see, their ears are starting to come up. Now, with German Shepherds, it varies when their ears come up. So for their mother, Mischa, her ears didn't come up until a lot later in life. The little black puppy, her ears came up really fast, and it took Addie ages for her ears to come up. So Addie is now 6 months old, and her ears have only just recently come up. It depends on a lot of things. Usually it's a mixture of genetics and nutrition. Good nutrition is absolutely essential to avoid floppy ears in adulthood. So the reason this footage is significant is because 1 week after I took this footage, Zumi found herself a new home. When these puppies were born, I knew they were going to find new homes where they'd have great lives with other people that were not me. But you grow attached to them. You just can't help it when you raise puppies and you put so much love and care into raising them. You can't help but become attached. So when I got the message that everything was going ahead and Zumi had found herself a new home, it was hard. It was really hard to let her go. But I know she's going to have a great life with her new family. We drove her 6.5 hours south, and I actually filmed the whole thing. So I'm going to put that in a separate video, but look forward to seeing Zumi's take-home vlog. Fable came with us. We went to the beach. It was a great time, but also a sad time. So it was a bit of both. But anyway, the video is going to come out soon, so keep an eye out for that. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one, probably less about the puppies, seeing as they're all grown up. But Addie is still with me. She is now 6 months old, and she is still with me. So if you want to see an update video on her, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, give this video a like, and tell me which puppy is your favorite, the little black Zumi or the little sable Addie. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.